We all have an innate sense to protect our children. As our children grow older, our ability to keep them from harm becomes increasingly difficult. The more time they spend in the world outside, the more we need to prepare them for the times we are not around. This is why it is so important that we not only instill in them good morals and beliefs, but that we also give them all the facts so that they might make informed decisions. This is why we should ensure that our children are given a comprehensive sex education class. Teaching our children the importance of abstinence is vital, but by focusing on abstinence only until marriage programs, we are putting our children at risk. Alabama law does not require sex education be taught in our schools. According to sexetc.org, if sexuality education is taught in Alabama, then it must be age appropriate. Abstinence must be stressed as the only complete, effective protection against unplanned pregnancy, sexually transmitted diseases, HIV, and AIDS. Also, abstinence from sexual intercourse outside of lawful marriage is the expected social standard for unmarried, school-aged persons. In fact, Alabama received $867,552 in federal funds for abstinence only until marriage programs in fiscal year 2010. The current sex education classes being taught to our children are not only lacking, but are not required to teach medically accurate information. According to an article on teufts.org.edu, they are allowed to, and even encouraged, to provide statistics that inflate the failure rate of contraceptives or emphasize only the risk of abortion. Exploiting the possible ineffectiveness of contraceptives can have a devastating effect. Students who engage in sexually active activities may decide to not use protection, believing that it will not make a difference. This is a dangerous path that could be avoided by simply teaching our children the truth. Just because we teach them about contraceptives does not mean that we are encouraging them to become sexually active. In an article on gutmacker.org, a survey from 2006 to 2008 shows the alarming statistics of how little our children are learning in these classes. About 1 in 4 adolescents aged 15 to 19, 23% of females and 28% of males received abstinence education without receiving any instruction about birth control. Also, among teens 18 to 19, 41% report that they know little or nothing about condoms, and 75% report that they know little or nothing about the contraceptive pill. These numbers should frighten all parents. These teenagers will be away from home and no longer under our watchful eye every day in just a few years. It is so important that they learn about these contraceptives from adults they can trust before they are placed in these dangerous situations. According to NCSL.org, a 2011 CDC survey indicates that more than 47% of all high school students have had sex, and 15% have had sex with 4 or more partners in their lifetime. This shows our children are partaking in these sexual activities whether we approve or not. That same article states that the United States has the highest teen birth rate in the industrialized world. Roughly 1 in 4 girls will become pregnant by their 20th birthday. Teenage mothers are less likely to finish high school and more likely than their peers to live in poverty, depend upon public assistance, and be in poor health. I myself am the statistic. I became a mother 4 months after my 19th birthday. Although I did finish high school, it would be another 7 years before I started college. My husband and I do not live in poverty, but we struggled for many years working tirelessly to get to where we are today. I want more for our daughter. I want more for your children as well. Comprehensive sex education should be taught in all schools nationwide. Abstinence only until marriage programs are not teaching our children all the facts that they need. AdvocatesForYouth.org shows that each year U.S. teens experience as many as 850,000 pregnancies, and youth under 25 experience 9.1 million sexually transmitted infections. The U.S. has spent over $1 billion on abstinence only until marriage programs. This money could be better spent teaching our children the whole picture. They need to not only know the importance of abstinence, but they need to learn the importance of contraceptives. Let's not lead our children into these dangerous situations.